Hi, it's Debbie Donovan from Londonderry, New Hampshire with Be Happy Cards and Crafts. Today I'm gonna show you some of my favorite things that are non-Stampin' Up that are handy to have in your craft room. And I'm also going to show you a card from the new catalog. It's Daffodil Dreams, and the paper is from the Celebration catalog. Celebration goes until the end of the month, so you want to get your orders in to get free items. And so we'll start with turning you down and showing you some of my favorite things. Or maybe I'll leave you up to show you some of my favorite things. That'll be easier. So first, you always hear me doing the cleaning of my paper. I want to try to get me a here on, find me on Facebook so I can see. No, I forget how to do it every time. I know there's a delay, but, oh well. Hi, Heather. So you always hear the little squeaking, and this is my little cloth that I use. You can tell I use it a lot. I do wash it, but the black especially does stain it. I have several of these because what it is it's the absorber cloth you can buy at Walmart in the the automobile section. And I just keep it in a plastic bag. Hi, Cecile. And I keep it wet. And we've been using the blue ones for probably 3 or 4 years right now. So, and I have some purple ones that are older than that. And then another thing that I actually bought all my downlines for Christmas last year is this little glue holder. I seen someone else using it, and it keeps the glue so that this is our Tombow Glue that we use. It keeps the glue so it's down and ready for you. I bought this on Etsy. And then this is a little quilling bottle that has a very fine tip. And hope you can see the little tip here. And I fill with the Tombow Glue so that I can make a finer tip, because otherwise the Tombow comes out very fast. And that I just bought at Hobby Lobby. And another really favorite thing I got from one of my upline friends is this handy little magnetic bowl that actually comes from Harbor Freight. Because this particular die set has 24 little tiny dies, and there's one right here that is a really tiny die. That's the stem of the little butterfly. And I did use that, and you can keep this right next to your desk, right next to your Big Shot or your cut and emboss. I use my cut and emboss more than anything, and I actually used my little one for this card today. I keep my little one right here. That's right. And you can put the dies in here, and you're not going to lose your dies because it's magnetic. And then there's these magnetic sheets. When I get my orders, I try to have magnetic sheets. I do run out of them and have to keep placing orders for them, but I buy them. I always forget the name of the store, Stampin' Storage. But this die set would have needed 2 of the size that because I usually keep them inside my stamping case. But I do mark, because I live with a librarian, so I have washi tape colored labels so I know what catalog it came out of, and I have dies written down when there's dies in the stamp. So if I see that they're not in here, I know that they're in, I have a basket of dies. So they'll be over there. So anyways, I want to show you the paper. It's beautiful paper. I had to find one that I liked, but this is free paper for a $50 order. And I ended up choosing to use the black here. So let's get started, because this card, I did put a lot of it together because it has a lot of pieces. Again, here's our catalog that goes until, even if you'd like a catalog, I can send one out to you. Just give me your address. Hi, Linda Lee. And then here's the celebration catalog where you can get free items for the items you purchase. And this only goes until the end of February, but this catalog goes until, I believe, the end of June or the end of May. Goes until June 30th. So you'll be able to order from this catalog. So the stamp set we're using today is called Daffodil Dreams. And it has very pretty images. And it's got the little dots, which I really like to use the dots. But it has pretty images that you can color. It's got a butterfly. It's got this pretty border. Easter blessings and Mother's Day. The only thing on the stamping I did was Happy Mother's Day, because I'm making this card for my mother-in-law. Because it has all these wonderful dies. And I used the dies to build up some daffodils. And that's what I'm going to show you now. So I'm going to turn you down. Hopefully it goes slower than when I tried this morning. It went really fast. Okay, let's see. We're going to use, my house is very staticky right now. Winter is terrible, so my hair and gets everywhere. So I'm trying to get it off the stamp pad here. Okay, let's see if that's going to be a good spot for you to see. Now I want to take this out because I do want to show you how to put together. I put a lot of the pieces that I could together because I knew it would be a time-consuming card. But it's going to be beautiful. So I started, I added a couple of the leaves, which are these long dies right here. I'm going to get rid of this little piece for now. these long pieces here are the leaves, and then there's the stems as well. So dump out my goodies. I'm going to take this away for now, because this is the daffodil once it's made up. I should turn it so that you can see it. Now to make it, it comes with 2 of these little tri-corner pieces. I'm going to grab my little precision tip there. And this crazy looking piece here is going to give you the detail. And I actually have all my colors that I used. I wrote down because I knew I wouldn't remember them. The colors being so close, the palette of yellows. So I wrote them down on my little scraps here. Because these 2 right here look like the same color, but they're not. One's bumblebee and one's crushed curry. I used the bumblebee inside of the little trumpet, but the with the mango melody on the outside. This right here, this color, if you could see if it's in the, is Daffodil Delight. So I knew I had to use that. And then I'm using crushed curry for the detailing. Because I think daffodils come in hundreds of varieties. There's pinks and ivories mixed with yellows, but I like the standard yellow daffodil. So that's what I'm trying to make. And right now you'll see I'm doing, you can see how fine the glue is. My hands are a little shaky this morning. And on this, one of these has this little bump right there. And this one also has a little bump. So all you have to do is line it up with the little bump. And the rest just fall right into place. And that's what this piece is. And Stampin' Up's getting generous lately in giving us 2 dies of the same so that we can cut double when we need to do our double dies. Because you do need to have 2 of the dies to do this. That hair just wants to stick to me. And then, let's see. Sorry, let me shut that off. I found how to get my computer going. Then you're just going to make a cross like that. This is going to be the center of my bouquet. And now the trumpet is a lot easier if I can find the little piece that goes with that. Again, the trumpet is the bumblebee color. And the mango melody is the piece here. Gluing takes concentration. That's why I wanted to do the doubles. Last night I was able to do that, or yesterday afternoon. I was playing around designing the card. I wanted to see how I haven't tried the trumpets. I haven't tried the, and I know I want my trumpet to go up. I haven't tried the tulips. We have 3D tulips as well. I haven't tried them yet, but maybe that's what I'll do next week. And this I know that goes 1 to 1. That's going that way. So this also goes this way. And this is gluing the little stem in the back. Set that aside. Here's the little butterfly I did. And you can see how little his body is. And then there's also a bud. And that one, there's this little flowery type plant. So I just put it on top of the bud, like it was starting to open. Because no one, I watched on Facebook, everybody was trying to decide what that belonged to. And so I thought I'd be brave and just put it on there. Because no one's using it. And it's like, it's got to go to something. So I'm just, I have a little glue on this finger, so I pulled it off. Gluing it down in the back, you can see, for my little bud. And then we have this piece I've already done is another shape that we have, and so it had another detailed piece And then it has this long, almost, oh, I forgot what they're called, boomerang looking piece that has a detailed piece. But it's just giving you the side view of a daffodil. So I think it's going to make a beautiful arrangement once it's all done. So I'm just going to glue that on here. And my extra little trumpet I had already done. Put some glue on that. And these are our glue mats, which are great because glue will not stick to them. I want it to go all the way there or up a little bit more. I think if I put it up a little bit more, it's going to hide all the leaves with the petals. So I'm going to put the trumpet down at the bottom. And then I should have another little stem right here. Because I want this one to go that way. And I'm going to be building this card on the card front before I use the card itself. So let me just see if this is the card. So I have two pieces here, so this should be the card front. I'll measure it. Be safe. Oh, it's got my little pieces on already anyways. Okay. So these are my two outer ones that I'm going to use for the outsides. Now you actually could be using the regular glue here, but it works. I'll just go a little faster squeezing. Some more up here. And this one I want pretty much up to where the top of the card is. This one I want a little bit higher. I think I want a leaf in the center before I put the center one down. Just building them on top of each other so the bottom here is thick, but I'm going to be covering that up. and going down. I'll put that one right there. I want to get my bud in here. It's going to be down here. I hope everybody's enjoying this cold weather we've been having. Sounds like we might be having more coming. Hopefully the snow's going to miss us this weekend. I only caught the weather a little bit. I don't usually watch the news anymore, so I found it much more less stressful to watch the news. Put the little bud down. And then this one is gonna go there. Maybe over a little bit. I'm not worried about the stems that are at the very bottom because I'm going to trim them. That's why I'm building it on the Designer Series paper first, so that I can trim them all off. And then I have another leaf that goes this side. I want to put it inside the bouquet, covering it up a little bit. Yes, I think that looks nice. Trying to think of when you'd buy a bunch of daffodils in the store, how they'd come. So I'm putting the leaf just so it covers that one a little bit. And this leaf I'm going to just tuck in right there. Daffodils make me think about spring. It's another one of my favorite flowers. I don't like that all. There's no greenery right there. I might. The green is old olive. So I'm just gonna trim a piece and add it right in there. We could go under that so that it looked like a leaf, a small little leaf. And that looks better. When I was laying it out last night, it was a lot easier because, I mean, it was not as easy because they were sliding because they were not being glued. And now you just turn it over and you can see this side is all yellow daffodils. Well, they're white on yellow, but that's the what I'm choosing for my bottom of the paper to hide all the stems. I cut 1 inch of that, so I want to make sure it's going the right way. And I'm going to use my tape runner. Very sticky tape runner. Now it won't work. I don't know why it's so sticky. I'm just pulling off the very edge that went over. It's not necessary to have. My finger's really stuck to it. Okay. So, and this is on a bumblebee background. Let's hide those stems. And then I forgot to get dimensionals, so let me just see if I have some right here that are the right size. I have a basket full of dimensionals. It's just a matter of getting the larger ones that I need. Ooh, pretty. I can cut these parts off. I didn't plan to put this on a dimensional, my saying, which I stamped yesterday. So I would have had those ready, but there's a big bump here from where the flowers lay, so I'm going to put that up. And then I'll probably put my butterfly up. But before I do that, I'm going to put this on a card, which is the bumblebee. My bone folder, have to have that. Need to close my glue. It's a very pretty side too. I could have used this side if I went with a different color. If I did it's not going to be sticky now. If I did an ivory, this would have been a really pretty side to make a card on. I think I'll try that next time. It's not quite enough. It's the only problem with building the card. It's hard to get the stamp and seal on it. And did I pull the wrong piece? Because it's making my card not the right size. Unless I got my card wrong. Need to trim the bottom of that. Which is not going to be very easy. Should be 5 1/4. It is. What's the card? Should be 5 1/2. The card is not 5 1/2. The card is 5 1/4. So that means I got the card wrong. Good. I'm glad I cut the card wrong because it's a lot easier to fix it with this piece is the other half of the card. Because it doesn't have any sticky stuff on it. It's my bone folder. It does have a little bit of black showing. I'll trim that out. A little bit on the side that I can't really do anything about. Just let it be. That card's going to be so pretty, she's not going to notice. It's my Happy Mother's Day. And now I'll get some little I don't really like these little dimensionals, but sometimes that's the size you need. I'm going to put 2 of those. And think I'll put it right up here and in the bouquet. Yeah. Other than this little black edge showing, I should have cut it a little bit longer, thinking I didn't take into consideration the thickness of green here. Made it about 1/8 of an inch, if that. No, it's about 1/16 of an inch. Higher, so. But here's the card. All done. Except for I will have to make the inside, so I'm going to turn you up. Hi, Sarah. Nice to know that you're not the only one who makes mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. I just usually can fix them. Can't fix this little one here. I could, but I don't need to because I don't find it necessary. But, so here's the 3D daffodils. And I like the little purple. I thought the purple being my favorite color, of course. Little butterfly looks cute on the top. So maybe next week it'll be tulips that I bring you. So, and hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer. I don't think so, because we just started February. February is a nice cold month. Hi, Leslie. Here's the card I just made. I just finished, so this is the Daffodil Daydream. And these are the daffodil dies. So it will go on my YouTube channel. I'll put the link on here after. And also a link to our website. And a picture. So you get to see it right side. Because that I haven't figured out how to do yet. So I hope everybody has a good day and a great week. And I'll see you next week. Bye.